Hi, let's look at this question together. The figure below is drawn on the rectangular piece of paper. Its outline consists of a large semicircle, two identical smaller semicircles, two identical quarter circles. The area of the rectangular piece of paper is 588 centimeters square. Take pi as 22 over 7. A. What is the breadth of the piece of rectangular paper? B. What is the total area of the shaded part? So let's look at the question. It's a rectangular piece of paper with this piece here, this rectangular box. It consists of a large semicircle. The large semicircle is here. A large semicircle. Okay. Two identical smaller semicircle. This is the smaller semicircle. This is the smaller semicircle. Okay. And two quarter circle. Okay. So there's one here and there's another one here. Okay. So this is the whole figure. Take pi as 27 over 2 and you're supposed to find this length here. Okay, so if you start to draw the dotted line, okay, because they are identical, remember, identical, smaller circle, so this is 2 box, this must be a 2 box here, so 2 unit, 1 unit, 2 unit, 1 unit, 2 unit. Okay, since this is a quarter circle, so you have 1 unit here. Straight away you can say that the breadth is 3u, assuming is 1 unit is u, and the length is u, so it's 4u. So we know 3u times 4u is equal to 588. Why? Because the piece of paper is 588. So 3 times 4 is 12. U times u is u square. Okay, so 588. So u square is 49. So what is the square root of 49? Is 7. Why? Because 7 times 7 gives you 49. Okay, so the length, the breadth of the rectangular paper is 3u. So it's 3u is 3 times 7 is 21 centimeter. Okay, so now let's look at part B. The part B says what is the total area of the shaded part. Okay, I'm going to provide two solutions. Okay, it's depending on whether you can see or you cannot see. If you can see, you can use either of the solution. So for the first solution, I'm going to cut the objects into different parts. Okay, so of course I know this is a semicircle A. I know that this is a large semicircle B. I know this is a circle C. And I know I can easily get this part D, this little V shape here D. Okay, so for A it's simply pi r square, but because it's a half semicircle, it's a semicircle, so I multiply by half. 22 over pi, the radius is 7. Okay, so I calculated, I get 77 centimeters square. This is for A, so it's pi r square, the radius is 7. For B is this large semicircle, for the whole thing. So it's half. Why? Because it's semicircle, so half pi r square. So pi, the radius is 14 because it's 7 plus 7, so it's 14. Okay, I calculated to be 308 centimeters square. Okay, area C is a circle. Area C is a circle, so it's pi r square. So the radius is 7, so calculated 22 over 7 multiplied by 7. The reason they tell you use 22 over 7 is because you can cancel the 7 and the 7. So it's 22 times 7 is 154. Okay. Now, to find the D, the area D, okay, so you notice that what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a square and subtract away a quarter circle. So a square, subtract the quarter circle. I have this small little part that is called purple color here. Since D contains of two sets of this, I'm going to multiply by 2 and that will give me the answer straight away. Okay, so I say I two set of, I take the square, which is length times breadth, in this case 7 times 7, multiplied by the quarter circles, so it's quarter of pi r squared. So same thing, the r is 7, so if I multiply this out and I solve it, is 7 times 7 is 49. This one happens to be 38.5. Remember, it's two sets, so you take 49 minus 38.5 multiply by 2, you will get 21. Okay, so the shaded part is basically A, the area of A, plus the area of B minus away C minus away D. Okay, so I substitute all the value in and I get 210. Okay, so this is how I do it. I basically divide it into 4 parts. I solve the area for each part. So I repeat, I get area of A plus the area of B minus away the circle C minus away the D portion. Okay, next I'm going to show you another solution. Solution 2, if you are able to see it. Okay, remember the green part here, because they say the two semicircles are identical, I can move the green part into here, which means that I occupy this area, the whole area here. Okay, remember that it is separated by 2 quarter circle. Okay, so which means that actually this part here can actually cover here. Okay, so which means that if I find the area of this whole big semicircle, I minus away this triangle, I straight away get the area of the shaded part. Okay, so the area of the semicircle is half, because it's semicircle, pi r square, and the r is 14, so I get 308. The area of triangle is half base times height, so the base and the height is 14 and 14, so it's 98. So I just take the area of semicircle minus the triangle, you get 210 centimeters square, which is the same answer as on top. Okay, so there's no right or wrong, which is the way. It's just that the second way is faster, but the second way is provided you are able to see it. If not, the first way is also fine. It's just that you need to be fast in your calculation. Okay, I hope it helps.